Yes, hello, everybody. This is Ray from Race United. It's been a while I've been here, but today we're going to talk about something very important. You know how I do, I go straight to the point. My intros are usually short because when you listen to that clip, I'm always happy. You listen to that tune, I'm always happy. So let's smash that like button, guys. Let's smash the subscriber button. And of course, when you check, you can see that the comment section has changed into members only. There's a reason for that. Now, some of them may not be members per se, they may be moderators and so on, but moderators are part of being members, of course. So if you see the ones that are able to chat at the moment, like the Ways, Chris, you're going to see a few of them coming. They are all obviously members of some sort of the channel. So allow them to do their thing, and then eventually, as time goes on, we will see if we can allow people to subscribers to begin to ask their questions. However, today I want the questions to be in the form of a Q&A. So you have the opportunity to phone in. Now, when I say phone in, you take it seriously now. I'll share the link, you phone in, and we have a proper conversation. So there'll be more discipline as opposed to people just typing their way out, typing their way out. I don't want that. I want people to actually have a proper conversation. So you phone in, and if you've got something to say, you will say your piece, So today's caption, obviously, is going to be about KYC. Everybody here is a pioneer, so you know that it's KYC, and it's a special live show. So let's get that all off and running. It's a special live show today. So it is what it is, right? And we had our KYC announcement today, so I'm gonna actually talk about that, and I'll talk about the reason why I said mass KYC is very close. So these are obviously information that I receive, and when I receive them from reliable sources, not just hearsay, from reliable sources. When I receive them, I'm always like, you know what? Let me share it with all of you. And so if you're here, you know that you're about to get to understand things that are happening. I may read some of them verbatim, of course, and I'll break it down for you to understand what has been happening. My moderators, guys, make sure you tell them to smash the like button. So if you're a moderator, it means you have the opportunity to be able to chat your way through. And if you can't chat your way through at the moment, keep watching. I will open the lines up for everybody to call once I finish explaining what happened today with respect to the Pi KYC announcement. So today, obviously, we all know there's been an announcement, very, very, very pivotal announcement, and all of you need to understand exactly what has happened. So I'm about to read it verbatim, but I'll explain what they mean because there are certain terms there that certain people might not understand. So I need to be able to break it down for everybody. That's what this show is about. That's what my Pi content is about. It's about breaking things down for pioneers to understand what we actually mean or what the Pi core team actually mean. So here they're saying that the KYC rollout has been steadily scaling since its release on March 14th, Pi Day. Since then, the focus has been on scaling the system and bootstrapping the crowd validation network. Now, what does bootstrapping mean? A lot of people will be asking, what does bootstrapping mean? What they're trying to do is to ensure that places where a lot of people might not have access to KYC validation, they would actually ensure that those places are prioritized. So they bootstrap them. The scaling is how fast it could be. You understand? So below, we delineate the KYC funnel that the network needs to go through to scale and give you a window into some important recent progress as well as what's next. So let me read what the KYC tunnel actually mean. The network KYC funnel means. So what they've done is they've created three steps. Three steps. So in these three steps, I'll read what they mean and then I'll actually break it down for you because there's a lot I need to talk to you about today. Very, very important. Simply put, in order to scale Pi KYC's throughput, the network needs to scale every step of the network the network KYC funnel, which breaks into three main steps described below. Now, these three main steps are so important. I'm going to describe them to you. Some of the scaling depends on the system and algorithm improvement, which the core team has been working hard on, while other aspects of scaling rely on the participation of pioneers, namely completing the KYC process, KYC application process, and applying to become a validator. Now, I'll really go a bit deep into the validators because something has happened, and somebody posted something, someone on Twitter, and trust me, the validator vetting system, I'm going to tell you something about it that we might have to deal with in future. So step one, upon invitation, pioneers download the Pi browser to access the Pi KYC app. Step two, pioneers complete and submit the KYC application. Step three, the KYC system using machine learning algorithm and human validators processes the application. So this is the step that all of us know, right? We all know that step. Now, scaling step one. Scaling step one, there are two variables. Firstly, the core team is randomly inviting a number of pioneers each day to KYC. This is what they've been doing. I've told you about it. You all know it. They've been inviting people. So the scaling step one, the core team invites people randomly. So, it's 33 million of us. What do you expect? If somebody's invited, doesn't mean you'll not be invited. Your turn will come very soon. And if you want to know what this is, raspberry mojito. There it is, raspberry mojito. All good. And second, these pioneers decide if they want to accept the invitation at that moment and access the KYC app to submit their application. Increasing the number of invitations to enter the funnel is technically trivial in this step. We could simply invite everyone. Of course, they could invite everyone, but unfortunately, they can't because the scalability is not as as premium as they want it to be. So, but before we do that, we need to make sure that the large volume of invitation will not create clogs that actually impede the speed of bootstrapping and overall system scaling. So the following steps of the funnel are not blocked. You get what I'm saying? That's why the core team is imposing restrictions on this step. It's true. Otherwise, they will have a system traffic, and that is not good. I'm trying to break it down to you. I don't want to use the technical terms here. So what they're doing is they're trying to ensure that this scalability, if they try and increase the high scalability, that will help with the much more invitation of people. If that can't happen, then right now they will slowly be working on the scalability in order to be able to invite more people per day, as opposed to what's happening right now, which is somewhat of a slow dragging process. And that's why the core team is imposing the restriction, of course. Before increasing the invitation, the core team has been focusing on increasing the throughput of the following steps in reverse order, removing bottlenecks from step three, which is problems. When they say bottlenecks, things that are really becoming a problem. And then before step two, and before we remove the restrictions imposed on step one. Now, scaling step two. As an example of bottlenecks on step two, many pioneers had issues with the liveness check. You see, the bottleneck they're talking about is like issues we've been having with technicality. So another technical issue we had with was the liveness check, meaning checking your image whilst you take a picture of yourself during the KYC process. So the liveness test is a critical feature of the KYC application meant to establish that a Pi account holder is a real human being. So you take a picture of yourself, compare it with the ID, the algorithm picks it up, and then obviously it pans everything, and then it maps everything, and then after that it would validate it to say, all right, you've been KYC'd. You get what I'm saying? Or your KYC has been validated. You get what I'm saying? So so what am I saying? Yeah, to this end, step two requires KYC applicants to make certain facial expressions. So maybe you turn to the side, turn to the other side, maybe wink one eye or something. It will tell you just to see if you are who you say you are. And human validators, of course. However, many types of phone models, primarily old ones, were not able to capture these expressions. So pioneers were often unable to complete and submit their KYC applications. Recent user experience improvements and server-side algorithm have significantly reduced the friction for pioneers to complete their KYC application, including the liveness check. More iterative improvements will be made generally on step two based on the continual feedback from the process. So listen, the feedback we get from people would help improve. And of course, most people have complained in the chats, especially the developers chats, and they've complained about, having issues with the liveness check and all of that. But the liveness check has been is being rectified as we speak. So in so doing, step two will be scaled properly, so people will be able to have their angles that are taken when they're taking the pictures done. Now, scaling step three. Now, scaling step three is a major endeavor which involves improving the system and bootstrapping human validation geographically. This is something I really want to talk about because this is probably one of the main steps. Step three, the human validations geographically. This is so important because I've got a lot of people telling me they don't have a lot of validators where they come from. That is the reason why most of the people that are getting KYC are from countries. They don't get human validators. So because of that, they're making sure the system is choosing randomly people from countries where there aren't possibly many validators. You understand? So, say for instance, you take Afghanistan, where unfortunately they've got an issue of not civil war, but they've got some issues in their country. So, human validators might be difficult to get. So, what they're doing is those countries or regions where it might be a bit of an issue, they ensure that they get validated nonetheless without validators, and then once that happens, those people that have been ratified as being KYC will now be entered into applying to being validators. You get what I'm saying? So it makes it much easier. So that's what the core team is trying to do. So please, the process is ongoing and they're ensuring that each and every person will get KYC'd. But people need to get KYC'd first before they can apply to be validators. And then once they're validators, it becomes much easier to do all of the checks and everything. So system improvements. The core team has made significant system improvements in scaling machine automation. We have added, improved, and scaled security measures such as traceable watermarks to images shown to validators, validator training processes, and queues of tasks of human validators. Maintaining randomness in queuing work for validators is a conscious system design. Listen, I don't want to go to the system improvement and all of that. What they said was, we are happy to announce that for the past week, step three has stopped bottlenecking the KYC funnel and is now able to process more KYC applications than what is passing through from previous steps. This is so important. This is really, really, really good because what they're saying is because of every thing they've done so far with the system improvement, it's ensured that now the bottlenecking of the KYC funnel, which is the problem that the KYC funnel was having with the three steps, is now being curtailed. And as a result, we can now ensure that people get KYC'd much quicker, which means that will lead us to actually getting people becoming validators, applying to become validators, and that will actually speed up the process as well. So that's what they're trying to do. Guys, smash that like button whilst you're here, because the like buttons don't seem to have been smashed, guys. And very soon I'll put in the link so you'll be able to phone in and we'll have the conversation properly. And today, everything is with regards to KYC. Unfortunately, today, most of you can't do the chat because I've restricted it to only members. So members are the only one that can chat. So we have obviously the Wiz and Chris. If Brian is here, Brian can also chat because, yeah. And if all the other members, when they come in, they can also chat if they want. But for now, I've made the members only in the chat. So as time goes on, obviously, we'll see what we can do. But once the lines are open, you can phone in. Don't worry about that. All right. Smash that like button, guys. Let's continue. So where was I? So it says, note that the system is still producing a relatively large ratio of false rejections due to our highly conservative criteria. So for these false rejections, we withhold announcing KYC results to these pioneers while we continually tune the processes and reprocess their application to have fewer false rejections and get them safely approved. So listen, the system, because of the bottlenecking and everything, they're trying to bootstrap it. Bootstrapping, bottlenecking, let me just try and break down those terms. Bottleneck obviously is like a problem that is actually really hanging over your neck. Is a problem that is there and doesn't want to go. Bootstrapping is trying to counteract the bottleneck, so it means they're trying to improve things, make it better, make it usable, and so on and so forth. So when you hear those terms, don't get wound up. They're just simple terms. All right. Um, Yeah, don't worry, Brian. I get it. I get it. You have an appointment. It's all good, man. It's all good. And then, so now the bootstrapping validation geographically. This is so important. The bootstrapping validation geographically. I'm going to explain that to you. But before that, let me read exactly what they said. So there's the bootstrapping. I've already told you what it is. So they said because of the variety of languages and ID types in the world, KYC validation is a localized process that leverages the knowledge and familiarity of the local KYC validator. Therefore, the KYC system needs to be first bootstrapped in every country or region. In other words, every country or region needs enough validators to approve the KYC process of other pioneers, which brings in more potential validators to the KYC system, thus setting off a virtuous cycle. You see, what this is doing, let me tell you exactly what it means. There are some regions and countries where people are where they're finding it hard to get validators because it's just a few people that have been KYC'd. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to get those countries, people KYC'd. And once that happens, the bootstrapping process will be sped up. And once it's sped up, you get more people applying, more people KYC'd, which means that when that happens, eventually they can apply to be validators. And of course, the validator process or the validator, the KYC validator vetting process, it's a form of training. So you go through some virtual training just to understand how the whole thing works. You get what I'm saying? And then from then on, you become a validator, and you will be able to and understand the language of your people. So that helps in the validation process. You get what I'm saying? So that's what the bootstrapping validation geographically means. To date, the Pi KYC system has bootstrapped the human validation workforce in 77 countries and regions, areas that represent about 80% of the global population. So things are happening behind the scenes. Trust me, things are happening behind the scenes. Um, since we aim to cover every single region permissible by law, we are continuously stepping up our efforts to bootstrap more places. So obviously that's what I just explained. They're trying to do all of that to ensure that most countries or regions are bootstrapped, and so we can get more KYC validators to do the validation process. One improvement we have made, recognizing the relative universality in liveness and selfie checks, is that the system widens the eligibility of validators for these checks to pioneers outside their country or region, while still restricting the verification of the authenticity of the applicant's identity card to the validator's country or region. What it means is they're trying to make sure that they limit the information that the validator will see from the pioneer who is getting KYC or validation for KYC. So they're not going to let the validator see certain information on that pioneer's ID. You get what I'm saying? So there are some informations that will be masked or redacted. You understand? So you won't get to see them. You get what I'm saying? So once that happens, you will get to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Sean D, my guy, one of my members. Yes, yo, Sean D, what's happening? Uh, Actually, you know what? There are two members that I need for them to DM me their phone numbers because Sean D, your number you don't actually have it on WhatsApp, so that's why you haven't been added to the WhatsApp group. Sean D and George Obi, the two new members, try and add DM me either on Twitter or on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or what's the other one? Discord. But Discord, I don't use it that much, but you can do that and then do that. Send me your numbers, which is George Obi and Sean D. Do that, and I can add you to the WhatsApp group. All right, so you can obviously chat with me privately and all of that. Yes. So what was I saying? Where was I? Where was I? All right. So as another example, core team members and chat moderators are tirelessly validating KYC applications from unbootstrapped places until enough validators from those places emerge. You see, this is what I was talking about earlier. What they're doing now is that the core team members and the moderators, chat moderators, are now the validators for now. So they are now validating these unbootstrapped places, countries which haven't got access to or haven't yet got validators. And now they would now validate most people to get KYC. After that, those people in those regions will now be uh, able to apply to become validators, and then the process will be sped up. That's what I was saying earlier. Um, these choices have helped the system cover those countries and regions that are still bootstrapping, and consequently, we see a constant increase in the number of bootstrapped countries and regions. So that's exactly what's happening. Listen, I'm going to share the link, so anyone that wants to phone in, you can phone in and ask your questions or contribute to what we're trying to say. All right. So the link is there. So it's on the screen right now. You can see it there. Before that, let me see what my guy here is saying. I'll DM you for sure, brother. You guys rock. Have a great rest of your day. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you're at work. I understand, man. I understand. So yeah, the link is there. You can obviously use that link to phone in. Click on it, and you phone in so we can have a proper conversation. Very soon, I'm gonna open it for everyone to be able to chat. You understand what I'm saying? So don't worry. Just stay tuned, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So now they're asking us, what next? What next? What's going to happen? So, in addition to improving experience and bootstrapping validation, the network will, in parallel, continue to improve. Um, will continue to improve. Let me see. Continue to improve its validation algorithm so that more work can be automated by machines, reducing reliance on. You see, this is what I'm talking about. I've been preaching about this the whole time. We need a lot more machine uh, algorithm, sorry, a validation through algorithms, which is a machine validation, and that is much, much better and faster. That we wouldn't have problems with the human validation and all of that. I'm going to tell you about a little problem we've got with the human validation. Someone posted it on Twitter. I'm going to tell you what that's about. I'm going to tell you what that's about. The Wiz, I'm going to get to you very soon. All right, don't worry, the Wiz, I'm going to get to you soon. So let me see. At the same time, pioneers can take two important steps to expedite the network's process of KYC, progress of KYC verification, and the subsequent mainnet migration. So this is what I'm talking about. I released a video of mainnet migration. A lot of people, it didn't hit as much as I thought it was going to hit, but it's still all good. You guys need to share that video and let people watch it because it's a very significant video that I released, and people need to know what's happening. First, more KYC validators are needed. That's the main thing. Increasing the number of successful KYC validators now primarily depends on how many human validators there are in each local community. So if you are already KYC verified, we encourage you to apply to become a validator. More KYC pioneers increase the pool of potential validators. Also remember that validators will receive Pi pooled from successful KYC applicants for their work. Of course, you get some reward for that. And then second, remember to download the Pi browser. It's very important. Without the Pi browser, you have nothing. You get what I'm saying? The Pi KYC app can only be found on the Pi browser. You see, so that's it. So we all need that. The platform for the burgeoning utilities-based Pi ecosystem. Once pioneers receive an in-app notification that their KYC slot is open, they will be led to the KYC app within the Pi browser. Within the Pi browser, you should be ready when it's your time. The network is continually improving the KYC infrastructure and clearing technical bottlenecks along the way. Remember, I told you about the technical bottlenecks which were being cleared. That's exactly what's happening. This has resulted in significant increases in the network's ability to process KYC applications, and with pioneers' enthusiastic participation, the good work will continue. Stay tuned for updates, guys. Stay tuned for updates. I'm glad that I've been able to do this. A lot of people are running away, but don't run away. Let me get the Wiz to ask his questions. Yes, the Wiz, what's up?
Yeah, hello, good day, Roderick.
Good evening. What's going on, man? What's going on? Long time. It's been a while that I've done these live shows and stuff. But hey, at times we need to do this. We need to do this because I wasn't planning to do anything today. But once I saw the KYC thing, I thought, you know what? Let me try and hold something today because I've got another video I need to release on Wednesday. But I'm pushing it back. I'm pushing it, moving it forward. Is it moving it forward? No, pushing it back to Thursday So Thursday is when I release that video. So yes, the Wiz, what have you got to contribute today? Tell me.
Okay. So my question is remember you said once KYC is released, we're gonna have like a 6 month time period to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm wondering like with KYC being dragged a bit, I'm wondering if that time is gonna be expand to like a year or a few more months. I don't know.
All right. So the whole point about the KYC process was on condition that it was mass KYC. You understand?
Yeah.
So right now, it technically isn't mass KYC. That's why this video was captioned "Mass KYC Very Close." You understand what I'm saying? Because
Okay, so I'm good.
at the moment, as we speak, mass KYC hasn't happened yet. It is just the normal KYC that's happening. So it's not gonna be as quick as people think it's gonna be. You get what I'm saying? So for now, let's just say that it's gonna be slightly dragged. Pardon?
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
nothing,
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be slightly dragged, not slow, but slightly dragged because of that. You get what I'm saying? So it will not be the way we expect it to be for now. But once we get into the mass KYC, which will be announced, of course, once we get into that, the timeline will begin from then for the 6 months. So the 6 months will be a period that KYC will be much quicker because then we'll have a lot more machine or automated validation and so on instead of the human validation. The human validation will be a bit slower compared to the machine automated validation. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that is what's going to happen. So guys, you can now chat. I've opened it for subscribers only.
Yes.
So if you're a subscriber, you can now begin to chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you want to call. Guys, do that for me right now, please. Anyway,
So
so as I was saying, that's
yeah,
exactly what's going to happen. The Wiz. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah. If you got anything to add, please do so.
because that was the thing that was really puzzling me a lot.
Mm.
Because I
Yeah, I
was
know. I
like,
know. It's been
yeah, it's been
puzzling.
a drag, and the 6 month time period looks a little bit short. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It was puzzling a few people. I know a few friends who've been wondering what's gonna happen, such and such and such. And I told them, look, right now we're still in the process of trying to, alleviate the bottlenecks that we have. We have a few bottlenecks here and there. We need to bootstrap all of them. I'm trying to get people used to all of these little technical terms. I explained them, I think, so I believe people will
yeah, you did.
understand them. Exactly. So the bottlenecks are the issues that we have, and the bootstrapping is the process of trying to alleviate the bottlenecks. Do you get what I'm saying? So that
Yeah.
is what is happening. So we need to understand that mass KYC is going to happen very very soon. There are no specific dates, Dangara. There are no specific dates right now. Nobody should rush. Nobody should because I know a lot of people. I do this show just to calm people down a bit because some people are so desperate. You know what I tell people?
Uh-huh.
When you go to the market, yeah, let me give you this analogy. You go to the market and somebody is selling, let's say, apples, you know, but then the apples, he decided to give the apples to people free of charge, you know, and the apples finished. And so you ask the person, oh, when are we going to get the free apples? And it's like, I have no idea. I'm working on it. You understand? I'm working on it. Can you go to the person and say, look, you deceived me. When are my free apples coming? You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that.
You
It's
can't
the
do that.
same
Yeah.
thing. We keep making it look like the core team owe us something. They don't owe us anything. They don't
Yeah.
owe us anything. The app was there. Somebody invited us. We made the choice and we downloaded it. It might sound a bit callous, but it's a fact. It's a fact. I really wanted to make a video about this, like the way people go on and say Pi is a scam, this, that. If it's a scam, get yourself out of it. Just get yourself out of it. Nobody's forced you to do it. You're not paying any money. You're not using a lot of your credit. So just get yourself out of it and let those of us that have been scammed stay in it and continue
Stay.
getting scammed. You know what I'm saying? So with
Yeah.
me personally, I will tell people, look, just be patient, relax. You haven't paid any money, so just relax. You get what I'm saying? You haven't paid any money. You can't sit down there and tell people this is a scam. A scam. You haven't bought what do we call it? cryptocurrency from a an exchange and somebody scammed you. No, it's not that.
Nope.
You downloaded the app, started mining, invited people. Now the process is ongoing and people are rushing. People are
Like
rushing. Oh, when is KYC? When is that? I want this happening. Why is it delaying? Oh, me, I've lost hope. I've deleted my account. Delete it. So what? I don't care. You understand? That's your account that you deleted, not mine. I'm not gonna cry about it. You get what I'm
mhm.
saying? I'm not gonna cry about it. So yeah, it's one of those things that I've had a bit of an issue with people, but I try to relax about it. I only talk about it when I come on my own platform because I own my platform, so I can say whatever I want, and
True.
nobody can tell me not to say what I want. You understand? Yeah. So yeah, the KYC thing, I will tell you, don't worry about the grace period because mass KYC hasn't started yet, so people should just relax and not be so worried about how long the grace period is because the grace period
Yeah,
hasn't even started yet. It hasn't started
that,
yet.
that's good. That's good information because
Yeah.
it really had us in a bit of a knot at one point. So it's
No,
good to know this information.
it hasn't started yet, so people should relax. People should relax. It
Yeah,
hasn't started yet. Would
and
you
then
wanna?
again, in life,
Yeah, would
good
you wanna
just takes
hang around?
time.
Hang
Huh?
around. I wanna bring in Chris if you wanna hang around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right, Chris, what's happening, man?
Hey, brother, what's happening today? I'm on the road just driving, enjoying this beautiful day here. Hang on just a sec.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful day here too. It's a beautiful day, albeit it's evening at the moment, but yeah, it's a beautiful day here as
yeah, of
well.
course.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
what's happening?
hey, I don't really have a question or a question or anything. I just wanted to say that you see a lot of stuff online that might not be great sources of information
Yeah,
about Pi Network. And my recommendation, and we keep
True,
shouting
true.
this out, is get your information from reliable Pi Network sources. Like
exactly,
it's amazing how
exactly.
much misinformation is out there.
Oh, lots of misinformation. I mean, you and I, all of us are on social media, and we know the misinformation out there. A lot
Oh, of
of
course.
people, yeah, a lot of misinformation, but we know that we know where we get our good information from, all of us, and I'm more reliant on the people I get my information from because any information they give me, it's a most reliable information that I can receive. You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
exactly. So I share what I can share with people, and that's it. I can't share everything. I can only share what I can share. So when I do that, I expect people to also try and share the exact thing I've said, and not paraphrase it by trying to say things I didn't say. I remember I
True.
went to Pi Revolution on Telegram, and
Yep.
somebody on there was saying that yeah, Race United says Pi is going to be a stable coin, and the other guy was like, "How can Pi be a stable coin? How can Pi be a stable coin? It means Pi is going to be $1 per Pi." And I said, I didn't say anything. I was just reading the comments. I was just reading the comments, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is what I'm talking about, right? All right."
That's
So
right.
yeah, they didn't understand what I meant by it's going to be a stable coin. When you're tethering a something against something, you're
What?
tethering it against something valuable. So if I say I'm going to tether a Pi against gold, for instance, gold is a stable commodity. You get what I'm saying? It's a commodity with a
Oh,
stable.
of course.
So if I tether Pi against gold, I know that Pi will follow the trend of gold. So it will never ever have a lower value. You get what I'm saying? The value is what I'm
Most
talking about,
definitely.
not the price. And a lot of people were like, "Yeah, Pi is gonna be $1." I said, No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. So
Yeah, you like the twisting of the words there.
exactly, so the words were twisted and said it differently. And somebody to say, yeah, so he means that Pi is gonna be $1. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. That's not what I said it a million times in that video when I was doing it. I said, I don't mean it's gonna be $1. I mean it will follow the trend of the dollar if it tethers to the dollar. If it tethers to the pound, it will follow the trend of pound. If it tethers to gold, it will follow the trend of gold. If it tethers to Bitcoin, it will follow the trend of Bitcoin. It doesn't necessarily mean it would have the price of Bitcoin because Bitcoin is $33,000 or $40,000 or whatever it is. And
Yeah, it is.
do you understand what I'm saying? So that is what I was trying to explain to them.
Oh, oh yeah, I get it. Oh, I know. It's amazing, and a lot of the stuff that you say, you have to say it really slow,
Oh
because
yes,
no
you
matter
have to.
how much you dumb it down, there's always going to be somebody there that doesn't really quite understand it. You know?
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, that's true.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That's why when I'm trying to explain stuff about Pi, I do my best. I do my best not to use technical terms, because
Yeah, I
the
like that.
moment
Yeah.
you go technical, people are going to misinterpret you. The moment you go technical, people will
That-
misinterpret you. I just said stable coin, and suddenly people
oh, every single time.
haywire. Yeah, people went haywire. Oh, what does he mean by it's going to be stable coin? I know what stable coin is. Stable coin is if you look at Tether, that US dollar digital currency is called Tether. Tether is just $1. So he's trying to say that if you use it against the dollar, it's going to be just $1. That's not what I meant. That is not what
No,
I meant. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, people, listen, that's why we're here. We're trying to explain to people exactly what these
exactly,
things mean. That is why we're here. We're all learners.
exactly.
Nobody's perfect. We're trying to do that. And that's why I say, look, I will never be one of those YouTubers who would use big technical cryptocurrency terms. I would never do that, because the moment you do that, Pi, we've got so many people that don't understand the meaning of what cryptocurrency is, and they don't even know why they're doing. They're mining Pi. Most of them don't know why they're mining Pi. They're just there.
That's right.
So you need to explain it to them. Explain it to them in a layman's term for them to understand what this whole thing is about. You know, and fortunately for us, we have the platform to do that. So why not? Use the platform and explain the best you can, and it will be up to them to understand what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? So
That's yeah. Oh, definitely, brother. Definitely.
yeah. So Chris, I want to ask you about the KYC. You remember the Wiz was asking. He was saying that he was asking if KYC's grace period has already started, and I told him that no, it hasn't started, because we were not in mass KYC yet. And if he reads the white paper, the newly revised white paper, it would actually tell you categorically that look, the grace period will only be when mass KYC is in effect. You understand? It will only start
Correct.
when mass KYC. So the day they tell us that mass KYC is now in effect, that's when the grace period starts.
That's
You
when it
know?
starts.
Yes. So in your opinion, how would you respond to the Wiz's query that he just put across? How would you
Yeah.
respond to it?
How I would respond to it is, I would again go to the official source, which is the updated version of the white paper, and
Yeah.
exactly read it what it says word for word, because the Pi
Yeah.
Core team is not going to lie to you. They're
Nope.
not, because it's in their best interest to get all the information out there to everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So and that's where the information is. And from when it starts, that's when the 6 months start. That's when that grace period starts.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. So yeah, I'll tell people that look, nobody should fret, nobody should get scared and worried and all of that. Just relax, keep mining.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
just chill out and
you know,
relax.
I mean, this is the time when people should be more relaxed, because we know KYC is here. Technically, we're not in mass KYC yet, but KYC is here. The process is
Yeah, it is.
ongoing. We're getting slowly, we're getting validators, and people are gonna be more and more, validated as being KYC'd, and then eventually, the validators are gonna come into effect, and eventually, we're gonna have a machine algorithm automation system, which is also gonna help speed up the process, and that's what they're doing. They're working hard. You know what I mean? The core team is
They
working
are.
hard. I know that for sure. They're working hard behind the scenes, which a lot of people don't know yet. So I would entreat everybody to be more relaxed about this whole process, because it's not going to be like a short process. It's going to be a long process. But I believe that by the end of this year, which I told people, by the end of this year, we are gonna see light at the end of the tunnel. I don't say it's a tunnel, but it's a tunnel that is lit with some light, but the light will be much brighter at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, and the Pi core team has already stated numerous times that this is a long-term project.
Oh
So
yes.
this is not something that's going to happen and be done with in 6 months. This is
No.
a long-term process. So
No.
everybody that hears us needs to relax, chill out, and enjoy your day.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Wiz, what have you got to contribute to that, my friend?
I'm just here to just tell everyone out there that's watching to just keep smiling and stay mining. You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
in the future, we all gonna benefit from this.
Yep.
Like this is no game, this is no scam. This is something to benefit each and every one of us. So just keep smiling and just press your mind button each day. That's all you gotta do.
Absolutely. I mean, me personally, yeah, I've got a few things obviously that I want to say to people, but I'll say it at the end of this video. For now, we're still talking about KYC, and I would love for people to understand that this process is going to take a little time, not too long, a little time, and if they can be more relaxed, chilled out, enjoy their lives, realize that something big is about to happen in their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah. Something big is about to happen in their lives. So if they can just chill out, relax, enjoy life, go out with your family, just do whatever you have to do with your life, and keep mining. Press that button all the time, every 24 hours.
Every single day.
Every 24 hours, every single day. Make sure you don't miss it. And that's what it is. That is the main
That's right.
thing. Don't miss it. Keep smashing that button, of course, and eventually, come end of the year, we'll get some news. Definitely, we always get news when we hit a milestone, anyway. So I know we're gonna get big news on Pi 2 Day.
yeah, the
Pi
20.
definitely we're gonna get huge news, and then by the end of the year, we're gonna get another big news. That is probably gonna be the biggest news of all, just like at the end of last year when we get the biggest news of mainnet. Same
Yeah,
thing.
that was fun. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. The Core team, they know exactly what they're doing. You know what I mean? So I'm telling people, listen, just relax, enjoy life. Whatever it is that you do, keep doing. If you enjoy it, keep doing. If you don't, look for something you enjoy and do it. You know what I mean? Because
True.
yeah, that's what I do. If I don't like something, I leave it and go to the next thing. I don't
That's
dwell on
right.
things I don't like. If I don't like it, I'm off.
Hey, hey Ray, I just wanted to let you know I got to let you guys go for now. I'm at one of my destinations, so I'll watch the rest of this later on today,
No
and
worries.
we'll talk in the future, bud.
No worries, Chris. Take care. I'll see you on the weekend. I've got a live phone show, so I'll see you in the weekend. Yep.
I'll see you then, bud.
All right.
Later.
Take care. Bye bye. That's Chris right there. Obviously, yeah, the Wiz. So yeah, if you want to go or if you want to stay on, that's up to you. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a little small run because I was at work. I just took a little break.
no worries, no worries. I'll leave you. I'll leave you while I do a bit of some talking because I've got like 15
Yeah, I'll
minutes.
stick around a bit though, so I'll be watching.
All right. Take care, man. Take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye. Yeah, those are my guys. So guys, if you want to phone in, the link is right there. It's right there. So actually, no, I'm about to read some of your messages. I like reading your messages. I'm always interactive with you lot. So let's just do this. I've got Fred Owusu saying, I'm Freddie, repping from Ghana. Honestly, Mr. Ray, the idea of open network should be in June, not in December. Not again with this headaches. My guy, don't have headaches, man. Relax. All right. Remember, I told you, relax. You haven't paid any money. Relax, Fred. Relax. All right. Rwanda, KYC is going to take more than 6 months, sir. No, that's not what I meant. I said once we start mass KYC, it's gonna last. There's a grace period for mass KYC, and trust me, I believe it's gonna be more extended. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be extended, but the grace period is gonna be 6 months from the day that mass KYC is officially announced. Yes, Rowan, obviously watching from Abuja. Please, you can put your comments in now. Open the comments. It's not members only anymore. So you can now put in your comments and I'll answer them. John Seth Jekpo or Jikpo saying, Hi, Ray. It's been a while. I'm just waiting for it. No matter what, Pi is the future from Ghana. Congratulations. No doubt, John Seth. No doubt. I've got Batho Ehirim saying, my brother, God bless you. When are you expecting the KYC? Listen, it's going to happen soon. Very, very, very soon, my guy. Batho, it's going to happen very soon. Then I've got Grind here, obviously saying to the moon and all of that. Guys, if you want to phone in, you can still phone in. The line is open for you. It's all for you, my guys. And the link is on the screen. It's also in the chat. So yeah. So I've got some guys that some members that I want to actually speak about. Sean D and George Obi. Please DM me your phone number so I can add you to the WhatsApp group, of course. And it's only members that come to the WhatsApp group. So if you're a member, you join, you become a member, you'll be able to join the WhatsApp group. Thea say Mass KYC might start by the end of May or early June, hence the 6 month period can go until December, in which open network releases. Yes, now this timeline is perfect, honestly. Thea's really following my video closely. So she understands, because I know Thea is a female. That name is a female name. Yeah. So let's see what this person is saying. Ironic Arts saying Pi is gonna be big. Keep the good work up, Ray. My guy. That's it. Pi is gonna be big. That we know for sure, isn't it? Peace. Ghana Upper West in Nandam. Absolutely. And I got my guy Federico to say, heard you, Mr. Ray. I'm cool now. Yes, you need to be cool, my guy. Just relax. Trust me, man. Relax. Everything is gonna be great. And you ain't gonna have any problems. Guys, don't forget, smash that like button. You know, you can't just be here without smashing the like button. You need to do exactly that. Smash. Let me see if people are smashing. No, you're not smashing. Smash that like button, guys. Smash it. I want to see 40 likes before I leave. Smash the like button. I want to see 40 likes before I leave. You guys are wonderful. Trust me. Every single person that watches my show is wonderful. Thea, yes, Thea says, yeah, one of my regular girls that watches my show, or a lady that watches my show. So please, all of you, say hi to Thea, because the ladies that watch my show are about 5%. 5%. That is low. We need to, reach the women and the ladies out there to, get themselves onto the Pi bandwagon, And yes, I actually didn't speak about the 6K. I hit 6K recently, I hit 6K recently, and it's been great, So guys, let's help it get to 10K by the end of the year. If we can do that, we know we're helping this channel grow as well, and then my enthusiasm will keep growing and growing and growing. All right. And my guy here is saying, Pi is moving slowly but very surely. Of course. It's not slowly. Slowly is relative. I think the rate it's moving at is perfect. I'm telling you, as Celios, the rate it's moving at is perfect. Trust me, because you can't do software, things to do with software in a haste. You need to relax, take your time, make sure you troubleshoot things, you check for things, rectify errors before you even say, oh, let me release it. Do you know what I'm saying? Gabriel D saying, good evening. I like to huddle my coins. The next, I have time. Love the future, and my KYC is done. Love the future, my KYC is done. Absolutely. Yeah, hi Thea. Now people are saying hi to Thea, so that's good. Yes, so guys, we still have a few minutes before I leave, but if you've got nothing to say, I might go. I don't want to go, so please ask your questions, or if you want to phone in, phone in. Phone in. All right. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. So you can click on the link, phone in, and let's have the chat. I wanted to say something again before I forget. Yeah, so we spoke about the KYC being close. It's very, very close. So like Thea says, what did Thea say? Let me go into Thea's comment. Very insightful comment. So Thea said Mass KYC might start by the end of May or early June. Hence, the 6 month period can go online until December, in which open network releases. Absolutely. And this is the timeline that we should look forward to. Between end of May or even any moment till June. And that is when, Mass KYC could start. Because once that starts, remember, mainnet migration. You know what I told you about mainnet migration? Remember what I told you about mainnet migration? That's exactly what's going to happen. So mainnet migration would happen around end of May, which is obviously Pi 2 day. So that is what we should look forward to. All right. If you want to phone in, phone in. I need one or two more people to phone in so we can try and see if anybody's got anything to share here. If you've got nothing to share, I may have to leave. But guys, I don't want to leave because I'm enjoying this. It's been a while I've done live, so I'm enjoying this. You want to know what I'm drinking? Mojito. Yeah, raspberry mojito. That's what I'm drinking. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm waiting. What did I want to say? Don't forget to if you want to become a member as well, just to help the channel, grow. That would, when I say helping the channel grow, I don't really use any money I get from YouTube. I feed it back into the channel. So you see all these things I do, like the logo when I'm doing live, my logo on the top right corner and all of that. You see that logo there? That one. That logo there. That logo. You see? See that logo? See that logo? Yeah, that one. This one. This one. Yeah, that logo. You see it? That can't appear there if I don't pay StreamYard for that. All the other things you see, like you see this. Where is it? You see this? Yeah, that at the background. If I don't pay them, I don't get that. So that's why I always say, you know what, it's good to just contribute a little bit to the channel, just to give the enthusiasm so I'll be able to do. Rowano is saying greetings to all. And listen, I've got a video I'm gonna release sometime this week. It's gonna be a very interesting video. So I want you lot to pay attention to it, probably on Thursday. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but I'm gonna release it on Thursday because I did this impromptu live show. So I'm gonna release that on Thursday. And then after that, Saturday I will not have a live show, which means you have time to watch that video, digest it, and we'll talk about everything, including KYC and the video I'm going to do about, and last week's videos that I did about price of Pi and all the other videos that I did that you lot watched. I'll be doing live shows about them on Sunday. So Sunday's live show is going to be jam-packed. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be content that I haven't actually discussed since last week. So we've got lots of things to discuss. Let me see what Thea is saying. And in between the timeline, after mainnet migration by June ending, Pi utilities will be online and KYC pioneers start building it up. Absolutely. Listen, Thea, you're getting this whole thing. I like that. She's getting the whole thing. She's put the timeline together. I'm happy to hear this communications for all miners. Listen, it's all good. It's all good. People should just pay attention to everything that the Pi core team does. And I believe things are going to be absolutely wonderful for all of you and all of us. Thea is saying the Pi ecosystem thus matures and pulls some attention for demand right before December. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. We have to build the ecosystem, make it strong and make it stand the test of times, of course, before we launch onto the exchange, which at a point in time we might not even need. That's the whole point. We might not need. We just launch it there just to, bluff, just to ruffle some shoulders. You know what I'm saying? But we will not actually need the exchange. If we have our own ecosystem, they will have to come to us. We don't need to go to them. You get what I'm saying? Therefore, circulation is much, much less. With the lockup, circulation is much, much less. So listen, the timeline is great. Everything I've given you, please pay attention. Read between the lines. When I release videos, read between the lines. Don't just watch the caption and say, what's Ray talking about? Don't do that. Watch the entire video. Captions are just a fraction of what the video is all about. And I don't do clickbait. You all know that. I don't do clickbait. Whatever the caption says will be talked about and more. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see what people are saying here. Let me see. I have Pi on mind too much. So I just take a break from the updates about Pi. I just can't wait, Ray. Don't worry, my guy. Don't worry. I get it. 8th dimension. I get it. Some people have it on their minds too much. That's what I'm saying. I was telling Chris and the Wiz, find something to do in your life. Pi will always be there. You get what I'm saying? If this is a long-term project that we all say it is, then why are you so animated? Relax, guys, and do whatever it is that you do with your life. Make sure if you want to increase your your mining rate and all of that, just if you're free and instead of going to TikTok, you can say, all right, let me go to the chats and check what it is. Let me go to the Pi wallet and check, how things are. Do some test Pi transactions and see how that goes. You understand? And all of that is going to help you. If you're a node, check your node and see how things are going. Go to the Pi browser, all of the tools there, KYC, all of them, check them, interact with people, and see how it goes, because you can't just be there and say you're so anxious and desperate. I get it, but have a life as well outside Pi. Trust me, I have a life outside Pi. Trust me. And that's why I have my mojito here. I don't mess about. I'm drinking my mojito. When the open network will be launched, watch my video. I released the video, my guy. Watch it. You're perfectly right, Mr. Ray. Great info. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Experience is the best teacher, man. Experience is the best teacher. All right. So, guys, I'll be releasing a video on Thursday. So pay attention. I'll probably put a thumbnail and the link on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. I'll do that. And once I do that, Thursday, you can watch it, usually the same time, of course. And then Sunday, I'll give you 3 days, let that video digest. Go back, watch my other videos if you haven't yet watched them. Let them digest. And then come back Sunday. We do our live phone-in shows for an hour and a bit. And then, of course, we discuss a lot of things. That live phone-in show is going to be great. Manuel, Rich, you're late, definitely. And we're about to end. So you can go back and replay this entire video and watch it. It's been fun. Let me read Thea's the only female here. So let me read her comment. The only female communicating. There might be some females just watching, watching and enjoying it. You are seeing me pretty active in your sections, but I'm sorry, I can't be a member because I don't have a job yet. I'm a student still. Don't worry, Thea. Don't worry. It's understandable. All right. I get it. I was once a student, so I get it. Not everyone can be members. Remember that. Not everyone can be. Not everyone can be. I get it. So, like I said, the lines are opened and the lines are about to close. The lines are about to close. So, what did we talk about? Anyway, let me end the show. Yes, let me end the show by thanking my Ukrainian friends for watching my content. I just checked my analytics. Yeah. Ukraine is the third country with the most views on my channel right now in the past 28 days. They have the third most views. Can you imagine? Ukraine have the third most views on my channel of my content as we speak. You understand? USA and Nigeria are number 2 and 1. And then number 3 is Ukraine. So shout outs to all my Ukrainian friends, and things are gonna get better. Things are gonna get better. I hope Pi makes things better for everyone, including our Ukrainian friends. So you all can give shout outs to our Ukrainian friends for joining what we do here. If they're joining, anyone can join. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me see what I can do here. So yes, the name is Ray. The channel, I leave it on the Ukrainians, thanking them. So yeah, the name is Ray. The channel is Rays United. And the word is peace. I'll see you on Sunday. Make sure you tune in for the video on Thursday. Rays United.